With its renowned actresses who won hearts worldwide, the 1980s were a pivotal time for Hollywood. These celebrities became the decade's face, from iconic movie sirens to glitzy leading ladies. In 2025, several of these formerly beautiful icons have had to deal with unavoidable consequences of aging. Whether they are aging gracefully or not, their changes have generated discussion. What do these shifts reveal about the demands of celebrity and the unrelenting march of time? In this video, we examine 21 actresses from the 1980s in further detail and contrast their best selves with their present selves. Come along as we discuss their positive and negative changes and what their experiences teach us about aging beauty and the transient nature of Hollywood. Bridget Nielsen, then. Bridget Nielsen's tall stature, dazzling golden hair, and forceful, commanding attitude made her the epitome of the 80s bombshell. Her performances in action-packed movies like Red Sonja, 1985, and Rocky IV, 1985, catapulted her to stardom, showcasing her emotional and physical prowess as a formidable character. Nielsen embodied the aggressive, glitzy femme fatale of the day with her striking beauty and statuesque physique, making her a memorable figure in Hollywood. She became a visual embodiment of the 1980s fashion and beauty standards due to her remarkably angular features, which included long legs and high cheekbones. In addition to her acting career, Nielsen was well known for her bold personality, reflecting her on-screen appearance in public. Her distinctive clothing, towering hairdo, and vivid cosmetics made her a huge fashion impact. Nielsen was the pinnacle of dramatic flair and high-octane splendor in the 1980s. Bridget Nielsen now. Bridget's appearance has altered significantly throughout time. She has always been a tall, muscular woman, but her face now indicates aging, including weight fluctuations and cosmetic modifications. She is still engaged in the public eye, and her career and legacy from the 1980s are still significant despite the alterations to her appearance. She may not look as daring as she did in her heyday, but she is still well known in Hollywood. Reid, then. Although Reid started gaining popularity in the late 1980s, her breakthrough came in the late 1990s and early 2000s. She became well-liked in Hollywood after her breakout performance as Vicky in American Pie, 1999, which brought attention to her easygoing, playful nature. Reid's youthful looks, brilliant smile, and lively energy made her the stereotypical all-American blonde bombshell in no time. She was one of the most identifiable figures of the late 1990s and early 2000s because she personified the idealized young culture of that time. Reid's status as a Hollywood celebrity was further cemented by her parts in Van Wilder, 2002, and The Big Lebowski, 1998. She was popular in teen dramas and romantic comedies due to her attractiveness, characterized by her blonde hair, clear skin, and easygoing attitude. For Reid, the 1990s were a golden age, full of youthful beauty and contagious charisma. Reid now. Reid has undergone numerous plastic surgery procedures, which have significantly altered her appearance. She has publicly talked about the disastrous outcomes of her botched operations, including liposuction and breast augmentation. Her appearance in recent years is a stark contrast to the youthful beauty of the 1990s, demonstrating the toll these surgeries have taken on her. Despite the changes, Reid is still present in Hollywood, even though people frequently discuss her appearance. Melanie Griffith, then. Melanie Griffith was the pinnacle of youth and glitz in the 1980s. Hollywood immediately noticed her because of her gorgeous smile, large blue eyes, and striking blonde hair. Her performance in Working Girl, 1988, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award and won a Golden Globe, solidified her place among the decade's leading actresses. Griffith secured significant roles in movies like Something Wild, 1986, and Pacific Heights, 1990, thanks to her talent, charisma, and natural beauty. She was one of the most sought-after celebrities of the 1980s because of her effortless natural charm. Griffith was a budding star who immediately won over audiences with her lively energy that complemented her developing career. She was unquestionably successful in Hollywood during this time, and her on-screen persona established her as one of the era's most recognizable performers. Melanie Griffith now. Melanie's choices about plastic surgery and the effects of aging become more noticeable over time. She has been relatively forthcoming about her difficulties with cosmetic treatments in recent years, admitting that she overdid several enhancements. Given the alterations to her skin and facial structure, her face now looks more changed than when she was younger. Griffith's timeless beauty and presence endure despite these changes, and many people continue to honor her reputation as a gifted actor from the 1980s. Liza Minnelli then. During the 1980s, Liza Minnelli was a renowned figure in Broadway and Hollywood. The entertainment industry regarded her as a true icon because of her powerful voice, ferocious energy, and captivating charisma. With iconic roles in Cabaret, 1972, and Arthur, 1981, Minnelli had already cemented her legacy in film history, but her appearance in the 1980s was just as noteworthy. She captivated viewers with her powerful performances in stage plays and movies by bringing depth and genius to her roles. Liza's expressive eyes, distinctive short black hair, and sharp facial features were all hallmarks of her stunning attractiveness. She had a distinct dress sense that was all her own in the 1980s and emanated confidence. Liza was renowned for her dynamic talent and captivating personality, whether performing on stage or in front of the camera. She was one of the most recognizable faces of the day because of her audacity and inherent beauty. Liza Minnelli now. Because of aging and the effects of cosmetic surgery, Liza's appearance has drastically changed. In stark contrast to her youthful, more natural beauty, her face now bears the apparent scars of her surgery. She no longer looks like the famous person she was in the 1980s, and her weight has changed. Despite these modifications, Liza is still regarded as a legendary figure in Hollywood, valued more for her skills than her evolving looks. Meg Ryan then. Meg Ryan was the epitome of the romantic comedy actress of the late 1980s and early 1990s, thanks to her vivacious charisma and adorable looks. Audiences were drawn to her innocent girl-next-door image because of her gentle features, blonde hair, and contagious smile. Her performance in When Harry Met Sally, 1989, brought her global fame and cemented her status as a leading lady in Hollywood. She was the preferred actress for light-hearted love films because of her inherent attractiveness and comfort in humorous parts. She became the face of the genre after continuing her success with Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, and You've Got Mail, 1998. Meg was the love interest of American films because of her radiant yet delicate appearance and her likable and endearing personas. Ryan was acclaimed for her effortless beauty at the height of her career, and her youthful, sparkling appearance was a defining characteristic of the time, enthralling viewers everywhere. Meg Ryan now. Regretfully, Meg Ryan's look has altered significantly over time, mainly due to plastic surgery. Lip injections and other facial treatments have changed her face's natural appearance, leaving her looking very different. Numerous followers have expressed dissatisfaction with the modifications, and the stark difference between her younger self and current appearance has garnered much media attention. Even if it's challenging to overlook the changes in her appearance, Ryan still has a devoted fan base and a prosperous profession. Kathleen Turner then. There was no denying Kathleen Turner's appeal in the 1980s. She became one of Hollywood's most alluring actors thanks to her seductive voice and captivating demeanor. Her iconic performances in Body Heat, 1981, and Romancing the Stone, 1984, positioned her as the epitome of the femme fatale, combining strength and sensuality. Turner won viewers' hearts and became a symbol of 1980s cinema thanks to her piercing eyes, big lips, and sharp jawline. Her characters frequently challenged gender norms, solidifying her as a formidable force in Hollywood. Her beauty, elegance, and unadulterated skill made her a star of the decade. Kathleen Turner now. Kathleen Turner's look has changed throughout time, mainly due to some cosmetic procedures and the aging process itself. The development of rheumatoid arthritis, which has affected her face and movement, has been her biggest obstacle, though. Turner has acknowledged how her once angular features have transformed as a result of cosmetic surgery and health issues. Despite this, she has accepted her age and the wisdom that comes with it. In addition to her prior roles, Turner's tenacity and genuineness in the face of aging have earned her recognition as a lasting talent in Hollywood. Her courage as a woman, both on and off screen, is now praised. Daryl Hannah then. In the 1980s, Daryl Hannah was the epitome of elegance and beauty. Her memorable roles in Blade Runner, 1982, and Splash, 1984, made her a Hollywood sex icon. Hannah's youthful appearance and remarkable characteristics captivated the public's attention. She was tall, blonde, and dazzling. She stood out in movies ranging from romance to science fiction because of her ability to portray strength and purity. She became a household celebrity and influenced the visual style of 80s film because of her porcelain skin and naturally flowing blonde hair, frequently regarded as the decade's most beautiful features. Daryl Hannah now. Even though Daryl Hannah is still quite elegant, her appearance has unavoidably changed with time. As she grew older, she embraced her mature features and adopted a more casual, natural look. She has, however, had some cosmetic surgery, drawing attention from the public, like many of her peers. Her stunning features, like her tall stature and bright blue eyes, still compel attention even though her once youthful, fresh face has matured. In addition to living an eco-friendly lifestyle and supporting environmental causes, Hannah has maintained her public profile, which has helped her stay relevant in Hollywood. Both on-screen and in her pursuits, she has gained recognition in recent years due to her career and genuineness. Joan Van Ark, then. Known primarily for her portrayal of Aline Ewing on Knots Landing, 1979 to 1993, Joan Van Ark was one of the most gorgeous television performers of the 1980s. She was frequently considered the pinnacle of elegance due to her platinum blonde hair, stunning blue eyes, and elegant manner. She became a mainstay on the small-screen drama, always in the spotlight for her acting prowess and gorgeous appearance. Her acting expertise was the only thing that could rival her attractiveness. Joan is still a significant character in television history because of her composure and sophisticated appearance, which made her one of the most adored faces of 1980s television. Joan Van Ark now. Due to cosmetic surgery, Joan Van Ark's look has evolved significantly throughout the years. Her facial features have undergone the most noticeable modifications, with her lips and skin displaying the effects of multiple surgeries. This change has generated a lot of media coverage and a public discussion about the demands of Hollywood's ideals of beauty. Even though her once recognizable appearance has changed, Joan has taken delight in preserving her youthful vitality and continues defending her cosmetic decisions. Her reputation as a trailblazing television actress is unaffected by the drastic modifications to her appearance, and she is still respected for her contributions to the entertainment industry. Carrie Fisher, then. In the 1980s, Carrie Fisher's iconic portrayal of Princess Leia in the Star Wars film series made her a worldwide celebrity. She became one of Hollywood's most adored actors and a fan favorite thanks to her unique beauty, witty humor, and commanding presence. Fisher's portrayal of Leia, whether wearing the white gown or her war gear, went beyond the part and made her a cultural figure. Her off-screen humor and candor enhanced her attractiveness, and her iconic appearance, her prominent features, and cinnamon bun hairstyle became associated with the Star Wars legacy. Carrie Fisher now. Over the years, Carrie Fisher's looks changed dramatically, especially as a result of her battles with substance misuse, health problems, and the effects of age. Fisher persevered in the face of many obstacles and became a vocal supporter of addiction treatment and mental health. As she grew older, her face softened and her experiences showed in her features, but she accepted these changes with genuineness. Many looked up to Fisher because of her iconic status and dedication to being open and honest about her path. Her influence on the entertainment business and her reputation as a fierce campaigner and adored actor endured till her death in 2016. Goldie Hawn, then. Goldie Hawn, one of the most adored actresses of the 1980s, was renowned for her effortless beauty, vivacious personality, and comedic timing. Movies like Private Benjamin, 1980, and Overboard, 1987, emphasized her contagious charisma and talent for portraying dramatic and humorous parts. Hawn was the stereotypical Hollywood sweetheart because of her platinum blonde hair, bright smile, and lively personality. She gained fame for her acting prowess and grounded demeanor, making her one of the business's most likable and enduring characters. Goldie Hawn now. In recent years, Goldie Hawn has chosen to embrace her natural appearance by aging gracefully and avoiding the spotlight. She has also chosen not to follow the trend of over-the-top cosmetic treatments, even though time has softened her looks. Although her focus has changed to her family and more worthwhile endeavors, she is still involved in the entertainment industry. Goldie is still regarded as one of Hollywood's most admired celebrities because of her history as a leading lady of the 1980s and her emphasis on family values and inner beauty. Kim Basinger then. The pinnacle of 1980s glitz and glamour was Kim Basinger, with her recognizable blue eyes, platinum blonde hair, and smoldering beauty. She rose to prominence in the middle of the 1980s and soon established herself as one of the most popular actors of the decade, showcasing her sensual beauty on large and small screens. She quickly became the leading lady in movies like Batman, 1989, where she co-starred with Michael Keaton after her breakthrough performance in 9.5 Weeks, 1986, solidified her reputation as a sex icon. Because of her seductive appearance, Basinger was a perfect choice for parts in both action-packed thrillers and romantic dramas. The actress, distinguished among the many 80s stars with her strong yet elegant demeanor, was often portrayed as an enigmatic and alluring woman. She became a byword for Hollywood's glitzy elite and frequently appeared on red carpets and magazine covers. Kim Basinger now. Age and cosmetic procedures have changed Kim Basinger's appearance throughout time. Her face exhibits indications of aging, and her features have gotten more defined, but she still has a youthful shine. Her choice to adopt a more natural appearance has contributed to her continued grace and elegance as she ages. Even though Basinger, who is now in her 70s, has changed from being a beauty star of the 1980s to a classic Hollywood presence, she is still adored. Kelly LeBrock, then. Kelly LeBrock's iconic performance in Weird Science, 1985, helped her soar to popularity in the 1980s. Portrayal of the alluring woman made by two high school nerds cemented her status as one of the decade's most iconic sex icons. Model-turned-actress LeBrock, with her dark hair, big lips, and captivating eyes, became the epitome of beauty in the 1980s. She was a favorite of fans and critics because of her remarkable beauty and naturally captivating energy. LeBrock was well known for her commanding presence on screen, but she was more than simply a lovely face. She was a talented actor. She gained widespread recognition, and her reputation as a 1980s icon was solidified not only by Weird Science, but also by numerous magazine covers, endorsements, and lucrative modeling campaigns that left her as a memorable celebrity. Kelly LeBrock now. Since her peak in the 1980s, Kelly LeBrock's appearance has undergone significant transformation. Instead of getting plastic surgery, she has accepted her aging process in recent years. She still admits the same confidence that made her renowned, even though her features have softened and her appearance has matured. Even if she isn't as well known as she once was, LeBrock is still a prominent personality in pop culture because of her famous roles and unrepentant attitude toward getting older. Kirstie Alley then. Kirstie Alley became one of Hollywood's most alluring performers in the 1980s by fusing her unquestionable beauty with her humorous talent. Alley, best remembered for playing Rebecca Howe on the popular comedy Cheers, 1982 to 1993, was a highlight of the decade thanks to her gorgeous smile, voluptuous shape, and captivating personality. Her powerful on-screen persona illuminated every scene, and she soon became one of television's most adored actresses. Alley was a well-known movie actress with a distinctive voice and a natural laid-back appeal. In Look Who's Talking, 1989, she portrayed a single mother negotiating the highs and lows of parenthood. Alley became a favorite on both big and small screens, thanks to her striking appearance and ability to strike a mix between comedy and drama. She became one of the most recognizable and sought-after actors of the 1980s as her fame skyrocketed. Kirstie Alley now. Due to weight fluctuations and her decision to have cosmetic surgery, Kirstie Alley's appearance has changed significantly. She has frequently been in the news because of her weight gain and loss, which has drawn criticism from the media. She is now a more mature and health-conscious woman than the seductive young actress of the 1980s. Alley is still adored despite these changes, mainly because of her part in Cheers and her current forays into reality TV. Linda Hamilton then. The portrayal of women in action movies was forever altered by Linda Hamilton's portrayal of a resourceful and strong woman in The Terminator, 1984, marking her Hollywood debut. A break from the stereotypical portrayal of the fragile female lead, Hamilton was renowned for her powerful jawline, muscular build, and striking features. Not only was Sarah Connor a damsel in distress, but she was also fierce, intelligent, and physically strong. She reprised her role in Terminator 2: Judgment Day, 1991, securing her status as one of the most recognizable action heroines of the 1980s and 1990s. Hamilton starred in several other movies that played on her uncompromising attitude in addition to the Terminator saga. She became a genuine action legend because of her unique blend of physical skill and beauty, which set her apart from other actresses of the day. Linda Hamilton now. Since her days in action films, Linda Hamilton's appearance has changed significantly. Her years of experience, both on and off screen, are reflected in her more mature appearance. Hamilton returned to the Terminator franchise looking notably more natural and worn out after taking a hiatus from acting to raise her family. She has freely talked about aging and accepted her age, no longer aiming to keep up the same physical attributes that brought her fame. Despite her change in appearance, Hamilton's acting and character strength are still indisputable. Jessica Lange, then. Jessica Lange, one of the most alluring actresses of the 1980s, was appreciated for her unquestionable talent and breathtaking beauty. Lange's dazzling blonde hair, statuesque physique, and captivating blue eyes earned her a household celebrity after her critically praised performance in Tootsie, 1982, in which she co-starred with Dustin Hoffman. She was renowned for effortlessly juggling humorous and serious parts, giving each performance nuance and passion. Lange demonstrated her extraordinary range in Frances, 1982, where she played troubled actress Frances Farmer and was nominated for an Academy Award. She became one of Hollywood's most sought-after actors thanks to her composed grace and capacity to play nuanced roles. Lange was a multifaceted and enduring personality in the entertainment industry because of her acting talent and beauty, which went beyond appearances. Jessica Lange now. Although Jessica Lange's appearance has evolved with time, her grace and elegance have not. In her latter years, Lange has opted to forego extensive cosmetic operations in favor of a more natural appearance. Even though she has apparent traces of aging on her face, she still has the same compelling quality. Her latest work on American Horror Story further demonstrates that Lange's brilliance far outweighs any worries about her appearance, and her choice to age gracefully is in line with her ageless beauty. Victoria Principal, then. Victoria Principal, who played Pamela Barnes Ewing on Dallas, 1978 to 1987, was one of the most well-known actresses of the 1980s. She was the quintessential glamour icon of the time because of her looks, which included her stunning eyes and perfect skin. In her portrayal of Pamela, she combined beauty and drama, embodying the ideal television star. Victoria Principal now. Victoria Principal's appearance has evolved significantly, mainly since her personal life has grown increasingly secretive. Over the years, there's been conjecture regarding cosmetic procedures since, although she is still gorgeous, her face exhibits the effects of aging. However, Principal has mostly avoided the limelight recently, concentrating on her skincare company and playing fewer parts. Despite her changing appearance, she remains one of the most recognizable actresses of the 1980s. Faye Dunaway, then. With parts in movies like Mommy Dearest, 1981, and The Handmaid's Tale, 1989, Faye Dunaway's career took off in the 1970s and continued through the 1980s. She was considered one of Hollywood's leading women and renowned for her exquisite beauty, dramatic eyes, and high cheekbones. She embodied drama and sophistication in every performance. Because of her timeless beauty and mesmerizing performances, she was a memorable era personality. Faye Dunaway now. Over time, Faye Dunaway's appearance has evolved, especially as she has become older. Particularly in the 2000s, she was frequently linked to extensive cosmetic treatments. Nevertheless, her image in recent years has become more relaxed and natural. While she might not have the angular looks that made her famous in the 1980s, her Hollywood legacy endures. Despite the apparent indications of aging on her face, Dunaway's acting talent is still respected. Madonna, then. One of the most significant cultural characters of the 1980s was Madonna, the Queen of Pop. Her daring dress choices and ever-changing look changed the definition of stardom and female empowerment. Madonna embodied the 80s music culture with her golden blonde hair, beautiful looks, and provocative performances. She became well-known throughout the world thanks to hits like a Virgin, 1984, and Material Girl, 1985. Madonna now. Because Madonna has accepted aging and cosmetic surgery, her image has been continuously criticized. Many people speculate about the treatments she may have received because her face appears very different from her 1980s days. Despite this, she still looks young and confident, and she is still a significant presence in pop culture and music. Madonna's constantly changing appearance demonstrates her confidence as she grows and her willingness to push limits creatively and physically. Sherilyn Sarkisian, Cher, then. Cher rose to fame in the 1980s thanks to her distinctive fusion of talent and attractiveness. Cher was one of the most well-known celebrities of the decade thanks to her exotic appearance, long dark hair, and daring style. She had an indisputable influence on the music and entertainment industries, whether she performed alone or acted as a member of the well-known pair, Sonny and Cher. She was always in the public eye due to her voice, personality, and unique style. Sherilyn Sarkisian, Cher, now. Cher is renowned for her agelessness, which she attributes to genetics, plastic surgery, and healthy living. Cher has acknowledged having undergone several cosmetic treatments, but her appearance is still fresh and youthful. She continues to rock the stage and screen with the same assurance that made her famous, even as she gets closer to her 80s. Cher's bold attitude inspires numerous followers worldwide, and she has come to be associated with defying age. Teri Hatcher, then. Actress Teri Hatcher rose to stardom in the 1980s thanks to her part in the iconic television series Lois and Clark, The Adventures of Superman, 1993 to 1997. Hatcher, well known for her dark hair and exquisite attractiveness, stood out in several roles during the 1980s because of her young appeal and unique combination of sweetness and intelligence. Teri Hatcher, now. Like many of her colleagues, Teri Hatcher has aged gracefully and organically by eschewing cosmetic surgeries in favor of a holistic lifestyle. Her dazzling personality and dedication to physical fitness have allowed her to stay relevant in the entertainment world, even if her appearance has softened over time. She continues to appear, reminding people of the beauty she possessed in her prime in the 1980s, but with a more sober and mature demeanor. Susan Sarandon, then. With notable performances in Bull Durham, 1988, and The Hunger, 1983, Susan Sarandon's career took off in the 1980s. Sarandon's unique red hair, seductive eyes, and inherent attractiveness made her a popular Hollywood celebrity renowned for her ability to blend intelligence and sensuality on screen. Due to her captivating personality, she was one of the most talked-about actors of the decade. Susan Sarandon, now. Susan Sarandon has chosen a natural appearance over more intrusive cosmetic operations, gracefully accepting aging. She continues to radiate a lively vitality and has been vocal about the value of aging authentically. Her distinctive charm and characteristic red hair endure despite the softening of her features over time. With her acting and her support of social justice, Sarandon continues to be a well-respected figure in Hollywood.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon